Good morning and welcome to the first council meeting in 2024. Roll call beginning with District 1, please.
Bruce Pratt.
District 2, Brian Fasano. District 3, Dustin Enslow.
District 4, Dwight Brown.
District 5, Lynn Longmire.
District 6, Alec Morrison.
District 7, David Hudson.
District 8, Michael Gunn.
District 9, Wendy Sheridan.
District 10, Brad Redden.
District 11, Diane.
Thank you. Are there any disclosures of interest? Any comments on the order of the day? We'll move to the minutes of the last meeting. Yes, ma'am. Councilor Long.
I only have a question on page 2.
Yes.
Just a question asked. Extended producer responsibility. I know that we use the PPPs and the PROs, but in general, everybody does not know that. So could we possibly maybe put in brackets what the PPP and the PROs mean and so forth? I know that
It's included in the body.
I see one of them. Yeah. I see the PP.
PPR is in the name of the motion, and the
PRO?
PPP is written in
Yes,
in the motion.
I saw that. Where's PRO?
Those are the names of companies.
Is it?
Yeah, it's producer responsibility organization or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's an organization that the creators of waste have to form to manage.
I couldn't come up with PRO. Thank you very much.
Yes, we'll make sure. Any other comments on the minutes? All right, can you roll please to page 6. Source Water Protection Advisory Committee, Deputy Warden, please.
I move that Municipal Council approve Policy 107, Source Water Protection Advisory Committee, pursuant to 7-day notice given at Committee of the Whole.
Thank you. Seconded by Councilor Hudson. Discussion. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carried. Letters of support and acknowledgement policy repeal. You did so well the first time. Try this one again.
This one's much more difficult. It has the order in the system. I move the Municipal Council repeal AM-1.3.8 Letters of Support and Acknowledgement Policy in accordance with 7-day notice given at Committee of the Whole.
Thank you. Seconded by Councilor Pratt. Discussion. All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, community grants application, Brickton Community Hall. This is yours. Please.
I move that Municipal Council approve a grant to the Brickton Community Hall in the amount of $1,200 to support chimney repair and kitchen upgrades to the hall in accordance with AM 1.4.9 Community Grants, Community Halls, and Centers Assistance Program, pursuant to the recommendation of Committee of the Whole.
Thank you. Seconded by Councilor Long. Discussion. All in favor?
Yes.
Motion carried. Funding Community Recreation Club, Councilor Long.
I move that Municipal Council approve a grant to the Fundy Community Recreation Club in the amount of $1,200 to support the installation of a heat pump and a generator for the community hall in accordance with AM 1.4.9 Community Grants, Community Halls, and Centers Assistance Program in accordance with the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you. Councilor Gunn, second. Discussion. All in favor?
Yes.
Unanimous. Thank you. There is no new business. Councilor comments beginning with District 1, please.
Thank you. Happy New Year from District 1. We've been experiencing a number of winter storms recently, with another one due later this week, although that's changed since I wrote this. And I faded a bit since I wrote this Sunday evening. I would like to extend my thanks to all Transportation and Infrastructure Renewal, Nova Scotia Power, and County Public Works employees for their efforts to keep the roadways safe and the power on during these times of inclement weather. On another topic, I would like to express my gratitude to all the service clubs, businesses, restaurants, churches, and individual citizens who took part in the many initiatives to help provide food, along with other needed commodities, to many of the citizens of Annapolis County who were in need of assistance over the holidays. And I believe that it's this caring spirit which is found throughout the communities of our county that helps to show that we do indeed live in a wonderful place. And I'm sure that we will be mindful that the need for continued support of our service clubs, small businesses, and food banks will remain with us in the coming weeks. Thank you.
Good morning from District 2. Most of our groups have been pretty quiet since getting through Christmas and stuff like that. Our community hall in Port George is about 80% done to try out the new generator as a comfort center. We're kind of waiting. Hurry up, get there, wait for Irving to come bring propane tanks. Actually, they just keep putting it off. So, but other than that, the electrical's all been done. The grant from the county helped us do some individual stuff that we had to have done for our fire inspection that we had earlier in the year. So things are moving along in the Port George hall, very good. We have a new website up, and it's portgeorge.com. And so we have a new person on the board that's a tech person, and so it helps. Yeah. So we're starting to get out there to the citizens of our area and stuff, and in the county. In Margarettsville, the fire hall has always been kind of a comfort center and used during storms, so that's available if we get to that state this winter that we need to go anywheres. And the communities are working on new projects and getting involved with the county on getting support for those. So hopefully we'll see a good year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. First, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. And I was thinking on the drive in this morning that it's hard to believe a year ago I was on the campaign trail to be here. The weather's better now. That's good. No snowstorms to go through. So, of course, it led into at least having a nice holiday break and time to reflect and being thankful for what we have. Because that's what our main focus with our family was, focusing on, enjoying what we have, and also thinking of people that go without in so many ways, and trying to make a better effort to support the community, whether it's financially or volunteering. So we've made an effort to do even more, which I don't know where we're going to find the time, but we will. So just a couple things. So since the last council, I again attended the Lions Breakfast. It was myself and Carmen Kerr who were serving this time. So it was a great time to connect and talk about common issues within our own areas. I also want to acknowledge the ACOS group that are now officially started looking after the hub. And from talking to a lot of the members over the holiday season, they're very excited to start moving forward and have a lot of plans. So hopefully we'll have a report from them or some type of notification on how they're doing. And so I'm excited to see that. As well as during this time, I just want to also acknowledge, like two other councillors have, about the amount of community spirit that we have. It just continues to grow. I was a bit worried that as we moved out of COVID, because at the beginning of COVID, we were very supportive, Nova Scotia strong and all that. And then as the pandemic went on, it strained just like a bad marriage in some ways. But now the community is coming back together as we're able to really get back to ops normal. And we really saw that during the recent power outages where the community groups automatically started their generators up and all their networks, and people really pulled together. As well as with the recent fire that we had in Paradise, we really pulled together to help make that family have the supports that they need during that holiday season. It's always a shame to see something happen so close to the holiday season when they have kids, let alone, themselves. So that's all I really want to touch upon. I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, and I'm looking forward to the challenges that we will face in 2024. Thanks.
Thank you, District 4.
Morning, Warden, Council, staff. I'd like to reach back 1 month and say it was like the last year ended up well, weather-wise, and with all the craft events, it was good turnout everywhere. It was nice to see everybody out and about. COVID seems to have stopped that restriction quite substantially. There's still people with masks on, and that's a good thing. If you feel threatened or anything, don't feel bad about wearing a mask. If you have a cold or a flu, another reason to wear your mask to protect those around you, so we don't get into another pandemic situation. Attended the New Year's levee at the Annapolis Port Royal Branch 21 Legion, and it was a huge turnout this year. It was great to see, and hopefully that's a trend that'll continue on with all public events, that there'll be huge support and get as many county people out as possible to talk to and mingle with and discuss the future. I hope this year coming, New Year, we can get, especially me, and get out to the public more, meetings and events. There's, since COVID kind of tamed us down, we weren't able to do that because of the health aspects. So I hope to change that this year. And I wish a happy, healthy, prosperous year for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, District 5.
Thank you. Greetings from District 5. This is going to sound a little off, not the typical, what's happening in your halls kind of message, but nonetheless, one that's very, very important right now. Happy New Year. It's hard to believe that we're almost a quarter of a century in this. It's unbelievable. Your health matters. Services are changing all the time. If you have an electronic device, please be sure to download Your Health Nova Scotia app. The app offers a lot of options, such as primary health clinics, urgent treatment centers, 9 to 4, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the Annapolis Community Health Center, mobile clinics, lab and diagnostic bookings, and much, much more to meet your health needs, all of which are non-emergency support. If searching for what emergency rooms services are open, please go to the temporary closures Nova Scotia Health in your search bar on your computer if you have one. If you do not have access to a computer or a smartphone, for the above information, please contact 811 and request Nova Scotia support. This often is mistaken, and when you do call 811, you will get New Brunswick. And then after you've gone through your questions and concern, they'll then say, oh, you must be calling from Nova Scotia. I just want to clear that up. And request the Nova Scotia support. And 911, as always, for emergencies. There's been some talk in the news recently of whether 911 is the right number to call. It is the right number to call if you have an emergency. My advice to the citizens of Annapolis County is to look at the temporary closures every day so that you are one step ahead. Zoning, a hot topic. In 2023, the county was very busy holding meetings with several options of daytime and evening meetings regarding the county's land use bylaw and municipal planning strategy. On December 14th, 2023, an evening PAC public meeting was held at the Annapolis Royal Fire Hall, and there were many in attendance. We heard from several citizens and took those concerns back to be considered at our regular PAC meeting open to the public, held last week, January 10th, 2024, from 10 to 3 p.m. at the Baptist Church Hall in Annapolis Royal. PAC had excellent discussions at that time. We worked very hard to address the needs and concerns raised at the December PAC. This Thursday, January 18th, 2024, 10 a.m. will be the next opportunity to hear the plan as amended. I encourage the citizens of Annapolis County to come out and take part in this hearing. If you cannot arrange to attend for whatever reason, please email your questions and concerns to the county email and or to our CAO. The email is included in my message here. Written submissions are to go to the clerk, and her email is also listed on our website, cyoung@annapoliscounty.ca. The work around zoning is not an easy task, and we are so grateful for all those who attended the meetings and for all those who shared their concerns either in writing or presentation. I ran in 2020, and my slogan was "Your voice matters," and it still does. Looking forward to seeing you on Thursday, January 18th at 10 a.m. in the Chambers. Happy New Year, 2024. I wish all the very best to each and every one. On behalf of the county, I did attend the levy at the Port Royal Branch 21 Legion, and it was a wonderful turnout, and they had approached either Clyde or I to just send well wishes from the county, and I so did that on behalf of us. Thank you.
Thank you. District 6. It is now 2024, and I'm in my 12th year of service to District 6 residents, as well as all citizens of Annapolis County. I've learned a lot and will continue to use those lessons as we care for the well-being of all Annapolis County folks. The Clementsport branch of the Royal Canadian Legion continues to attract a wider participation of area residents to its Wednesday morning coffee gathering, its Friday suppers, and special occasion events. This is encouraging to the Legion volunteers who strive to produce excellent service to our communities. Jackie Holborn of Cornwallis Park is the secretary of the Annapolis Community Health Center Auxiliary. She was happy to report, and I am sure we were all happy to hear, that the Christmas Angel Initiative achieved a total of $2,700 in donations. The money will be used to improve the physiotherapy and rehabilitation center. The closing of the grocery store and restaurant at Basin View Center is a sad occasion. Let us pledge to do all we can to restore these and other essential community services. Thank you. District 7.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year from District 7. I just want to echo some of the comments that have previously made about the winter storms and the work by Nova Scotia Power and highways and stuff and looking after that. Other than that, I just want to mention one thing, and just just want to mention that there's going to be a public meeting on January 28th, 2024 at the Bridgetown Legion, and the time is 1:30 to 3:30. This meeting is being hosted by the Save Our Old Forest group. And it's in response to an announcement by, and I'll read it. It says over 23,000 acres have been identified by the Department of Natural Resources and Renewables as potential sites for clear cutting and spraying on Crown lands in Annapolis County. Both of these, I have concerns with both of these, spraying and clear cutting. And I guess my thoughts are that this is not a way to go forward. I think we need to look at other ways to manage our forest and to harvest the timber. This way, I guess, is not a good way to proceed. I just finished my comment there by saying one thing, that about 10 years ago, a gentleman, a friend of mine, said to me, and we were talking about the forest and clear cutting and whatnot, and he said, the race is on to cut the last tree. And I think that is more or less becoming a reality. I don't know if any of you have ever seen some of the maps showing the areas in Annapolis County that have already been cut, and you start adding this volume of acreage basically on an annual basis, we're getting down to the home stretch on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Happy New Year to all. And a big thank you to all the volunteers who made our festive events happen at the community level. For all the craft sales, the suppers, the dances, the breakfast, the photos of Santa, the New Year's celebration. Thank you for giving your time to make it special for everyone. I've had a range of communications from constituents over the month, including grave concern about our federal government committing to supporting a war against Palestine, a concern about water and sidewalks in Bear River, a need for fill in the uneven gravel areas in Bear River's downtown parking area, a general concern for the direction of council, and a fantastic suggestion that, since the Annapolis pool will not be opening, perhaps swimming lessons could resume at Raven Haven, where many of us and our children grew up swimming. I passed this last suggestion on to our recreation department in hopes that it is something that we could implement this summer. I'm looking forward to the water supply meeting tomorrow, during which Lake Katy will be a topic of discussion. I am also going to the WRSIC, Western Region Stakeholder Interaction Committee in Bridgewater, to address how to sustainably manage our crown lands. And a final thank you to those who stand for issues of importance in our community, including those who come to the public meetings and voice their concerns. Those who are working on protecting our old growth forests, and those braving street corners to protest war. And thank you for your interest and dedication, and the reminder of how diversity was once cherished in our thought process. Thank you.
Thank you. District 9.
Thank you, and Happy New Year. In my area right now, the food bank is what's hurting the most. So if anybody can in the community, please help them out as much as you can. And also, the only other thing I have is the Nicktaw Fire Department is still having their every second week their bingo, and the next one is this Saturday. Doors open at 6, and bingo starts at 7:15. Thank you.
Thank you. District 10.
Happy New Year, and the Lordstown District Lions Club is hosting a spaghetti dinner on January the 25th from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the NSCC Lordstown campus. There's a price attached, but I don't have that detail in front of me. That's all.
Thank you. District 5.
Thank you. Well, Happy New Year and Happy 2024. I certainly would like to say that we have to continue. We've had a lot of volunteers helping people that needed their help and to have a great holiday season. And we certainly need to have more people stand and volunteer and donate to the food banks so that we can help the people that need. I've received questions upon the zoning that we're doing, and hopefully people will attend, as was said by other councillors, that they will attend if they have specific questions or inquiries about certain areas of what should be done. The last but not least, I guess I would say that the Three Rivers Community Center is now opening the center for walking because the weather is getting bad, so everybody needs to be careful of what's going on, and they're opening the center so that they can go and walk inside and continue their health regime, whatever they may take. And there's all sorts of other activities that are going there. And as I say, just if you can, go to the Facebook page and see what is happening at Three Rivers Community Center.
Thank you. We have our tracking list. So, do you have any comments? Thank you. Anything else? Oh, yes, please.
So we did our little harvest, on our grade, not harvest, but our management process, and out of that should have been little funds returned to the county. We haven't received those yet or anything yet, so we don't know what those are. Okay. So that's my question.
Thank you.
Very exciting.
All right, meeting is adjourned. Thank you.